Zanzi, welcome back. We're doing something special, of course, and carrying on with the magic and chatting to the legend and the madman that's about to cross the Atlantic. Now, we're talking about rowing, and training for rowing is obviously important. There's a notion that the lower body produces the majority of force in the rowing stroke. But as I'm sure Ryan knows, all that power has to go through the upper body too. So we're talking about the shoulders, the arms, the hands, and everything else in order to get the oar going. So today, we are doing some fitness demos. Myself and Ryan are going to be taking you through a quick little upper body workout to warm up, get those essential muscles going, and also prep you for hitting the water, of course. Today's an off day for you, Ryan, I believe. But this is going to be considered active recovery, I guess, right?
I'll take it.
So, of course, with rowing, I know the legs are so important. You're going to be seated in your vessel, is that correct?
Most of the time.
And rowing, are you going to be facing the direction you're going?
No.
Or is it going to be behind you?
Behind you.
All right, so you're pulling, essentially, quite a bit. So that's exactly what we're going to do, Zanzi, and I'm sure if you want to find out more, don't forget you can watch The Insider tomorrow at 1 p.m. But for now, I've got two options for us, and I like the sentiment of your boat's name, Dala. We're going to Dala what we must to get the body activated. So for you, Zanzi, starting off at home, nice and simple, you can grab a kettlebell, or you can use a dumbbell, or any kind of weight that you can think of that has some sort of, well, it's relatively close to a kg or more is going to help. So again, a water bottle, even a heavy bag. Another thing that you want to grab is a chair or a wall. You don't necessarily have to have this, but it does help. What we're going to do, Ryan, you want to stand behind the chair facing me. We're going to place our hand on the chair, nice and simple. The hand and the leg that's going to be grabbing the kettlebell are going to be extended, right? So the leg that's facing the outside, that's your left leg for you, Ryan. You're going to step it nice and back, almost into a nice lunge, keeping a nice neutral back. From here, this is where we're going to start activating the lats as well as some of the shoulder muscles. So we're going to grab our heavy weight for our preference. We have the kettlebell, and simply from this position, without rotating anything other than your shoulders and your lats, you're going to lift the weight as high as you can, bring it as close to your chest as possible, and then slowly lowering it down. So what we're going to focus on is exploding it up, and then eccentric lowering of the muscle, eccentric lowering of the weight, and that's going to really define that muscle and build that up, all right? Nice explosive pull, and then lowering it straight down once again. Nice and simple. The reason behind the tempo is that we're working on that explosive power. Obviously, every single stroke for you is getting you closer to your destination. The eccentric load is going to limit the injury. How are you feeling?
It's going to be fine. You know, like, I know it's going to be, quite honestly, probably the worst experience of my life. But it'll be fun. Dala what you must.
Dala what you must, right. So another heavy one for you guys out there. Again, you can grab the bag, grab your water bottle or your kettlebell or your dumbbell, whatever you have. And we're going to do something called a high pull. It's nice and simple. It's going to work both the shoulders, the traps, as well as a little bit of the back and the arms as well. So your biceps might even feel a little bit of stimulation in this. So very, very simple. Nice neutral spine. All you're simply doing is raising the weight as high as you can towards your chest. You get those elbows nice and high, hold it for 1 second, isometric hold, and then lower it down nice and slowly once again. So explode up, hold it for 1 second, and then slowly lower that weight down for a nice eccentric load. We can show them one more time. Explode up, and then slow lowering of that eccentric loaded weight. Nice and simple. Again, a great exercise that you can incorporate up to 12 reps, maybe 16 if the weight's quite low. And then 3 sets in total is going to give you a good bang for your buck and almost a full workout right there. However, if you don't have some crazy weights, if you don't have a kettlebell, you don't have a dumbbell, there's always a way. We can always Dala whatever we must. All right, so I brought some bands for you guys, and you can get stretchy bands. They're very cost effective, and there's so many things you can do with this. Now we're getting a little bit more functional. Now we're literally almost simulating a low. So you can, if you don't even have a chair, sit on the ground and do this exercise. If not, what you want to do is strap the stretchy band around your feet, have your legs nice and straight, and then from here, depending on how much you want the resistance, you can grab the band closer to your feet, or you can grip it further away. Essentially, from this position, you're going to keep your elbows tucked in nicely towards the body. You don't want them to flare out, and simply pulling back, bringing that band all the way to your abdomen region, and then slowly releasing it. What you can also do is, if you don't want to do consecutively both arms pulling at the same time, you can go for singles. So isolation means you can go right, and then you can release that, and then go left, and then release that. So now we're almost simulating more of a kayaking experience and a row or a swimming stroke, but at the same time, again, a nice big pull, isometric hold for 1 second, and releasing again stimulates those muscles that you're going to probably destroy. You're probably going to destroy these muscles over that journey. How long are you planning to attempt this for, man?
No, it's going to take about 4 months. That's going to be the biggest problem, muscle atrophy.
Yeah.
And
trying to sustain.
I'm going to lose a lot of weight. You know, and I'm not a big guy. I'm 60 kilograms. I'm 5'5". It's going to be...
It's going to be a new jawline when we come back, eh? Chiseled, brother. All right, Zanzi, one more before we go. Let's finish it up nice and strong. Another option, again, if you didn't have the weight, look how simple this is. Just standing on the band, I can get my higher pull going. Nice and simple. Go for 12 to 16 reps. 3 sets will get you there and will get you inspired to maybe dial out what you must. Ryan, it's been an absolute pleasure. We've got one more round. I'm going to chat about the nutrition with you because everything about this journey is absolutely incredible. We want to tuck straight into it. So don't go anywhere, Zanzi. Hope you enjoy these tips and we can chat about nutrition in just a bit.